Hello world. How you guys doing? Listen, guys, I just wanted to hop on here and issue a public apology for our network is having issues on today in regards to our episode 2 of The Real Entrepreneur. It happens. It has happened to us, I believe, in season 2, and we did a good job with not allowing it to happen in season 3, but unfortunately, we have dealt with this before. So I just want you guys to just make sure that you guys are tuning in. So just giving you guys some updates and some house rules that when you guys are searching on Roku TV, in the search area, you want to type in Tren, TREN space TV, and it'll pull up all of the episodes and the seasons. Okay. Streaming platforms such as your YouTube TV, Apple TV, Fire TV, all of those locations is where you will see the show at. We do go live. As you see this platform here, you'll see the live go here, and then also on YouTube. And then there's another Facebook page that it goes live on as well. So make sure that you guys are tuning in for that. Okay. The Recap Zone did their thing as of yesterday, gearing up for today. So we will replay that next week. So you guys will see that. That will go, that'll go back out, and we'll probably do it a couple minutes before the show airs on Friday for build-up purposes. Okay. So be on the lookout for that. Also want to let you guys know that shirts, the website will be up. A lot of people have been asking, Dr. Pitts, how do I get a shirt like this? The website will be up for memorabilia for you guys to receive your shirts like this, so you can purchase those shirts. And we appreciate if for those of you that are watching, for every episode that you can review, make sure that you get in contact with either Jamie or Nicola Roy, and they can potentially put you on the platform of the Recap Zone to get your feedback. We love to get our fans' feedback of what they thought about the different episodes. Okay. To replay the first episode tonight for those that missed it. Okay, Jamie, I think that's a good idea. So yeah, guys, so I think that's something that we'll do. We'll just replay episode 1 for sure, for those that did miss it and didn't think about seeing it. So yeah, I think that'll be good to do. If you guys like that, we can just keep it right here on this channel. So I'll pull that up and then I'll play it once it's time. So let me find what I'm going to do. I still have questions from the first episode. Yeah, well, I bet you do, ma'am. Okay. So, all right, let me cancel this. Okay. They already got me live on this one, guys. But yeah, I think that's something that we'll do. We'll run the episode. And then, guys, for those that want to go back and watch episode season 1, episode 1, you can do that as well on our YouTube channel. We have a playlist, and you guys can go and watch that playlist. Okay. So that's something that you guys can do. But other than that, I think we're good to go. So let's see here.
Improve.
So guys, this is episode 1 of The Real Entrepreneur. There was a lot going on. So I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. Watch the replay. keeping our viewership up as always. You guys to apologize. Love you guys tremendously. And next Friday, I promise you, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, episode 2 will air. All right, guys. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you, Jamie, for that playlist.
We don't do almost, we do proving we build. From the grind to the stage, from the plan to the play. It's that season where the wind get red. Hold up. Feel that shift in the air when the lights hit your face. Keep staying right there. Everybody wanna win till the work get unfair. Tell me what you made of when the moment get rare. I'm the real. Built from the fire, made for the field. No cap, no gimmicks, this is how it feels. Dreams get tested, but the vision stay real. Yeah, we do real. Work in the dark, let the results reveal. If you want the crown, better pay that bill. Welcome to the show where the winners get real. Look, this for the ones who got scars and still show up. Bills on the table, but the faith never fold up. Turn pain into product, turned out in the drive. If you still breathing, you still in the fight. Say, the real entrepreneur, where pressure meets purpose, and the vision stays real.
Yeah. This ain't a fantasy, this ain't a highlight reel. This is pressure, purpose, and proof. Welcome to the real entrepreneur.
I'm the real. Built from the fire, made for the field. No cap, no gimmicks, this is how it feels. Dreams get tested, but the vision stay real. Yeah, we the real. Work in the dark, let the results reveal. If you want the crown, better pay that bill. Welcome to the show where the winners get real. Clock on the wall, no time for excuses. Bitch under pressure, watch you really produce. Brand on the line, gotta move like a boss. One wrong decision and they come with a cost. They talk big game, but they fall when it's real. We don't do almost, we do proving we build. From the grind to the stage, from the plan to the play. It's that season where the wind get red. Hold up. Feel that shift in the air when the lights hit your face. Keep staying right there. Everybody wanna win till the work get unfair. Tell me what you made of when the moment get rare. I'm the real. Built from the fire, made for the field. No cap, no gimmicks, this is how it feels. Dreams get tested, but the vision stay real. Yeah, we do real. Work in the dark, let the results reveal. If you want the crown, better pay that bill. Welcome to the show where the winners get real. Look, this for the ones who got scars and still show up. Bills on the table, but the faith never fold up. Turn pain into product, turned out in the drive. If you still breathing, you still in the fight. Say, the real entrepreneur, where pressure meets purpose, and the vision stays real.
Where dreams are made and fortunes are built. Meet 10 extraordinary entrepreneurs. They are risk takers, innovators, and visionaries. They navigate the ever-changing landscape of business. Witness their triumphs and challenges as they strive to turn their ideas into a reality. Get ready for the thrilling journey into the world of the real entrepreneur.
Wow, wow, boy. Yup, you guessed it. I'm in, you guessed it. I'm in, you guessed it. I'm in, yup, you guessed it. I'm in, you guessed it. I'm in, yup, you guessed it. I'm in, you guessed it. I'm in, yup, you guessed it. I'm in, you guessed it. I'm in, you guessed it. I'm in, you kissed 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 it.
At Preferred Waste Solution, we're proud to serve our community with reliable residential and backdoor waste services. As a minority, woman, and veteran-owned company, giving back is at the heart of what we do, because this community supports us, and we proudly support it.
Right? How are you, or are you received in the medical field? Since it's a kind of like a homeopathic or something, a natural, how does the medical field, or have you run into anything where the medical field opposes what you do because it's a natural?
So, starting this story, being born in Baltimore City, that place that has been now deemed the rock, or how hard it is to either come up out of or to navigate through and become successful. Wasn't born into a family with a silver spoon. To keep it 100, born to a middle-class working mom and a father who had his own entrepreneurship. I had my son when I graduated out of 12th grade. And it was right then and there that I decided that, you know what, for the last 17 years, I lived for me. And now I have a child that I have to live for. But understanding living for that child meant that I also had to do things for myself, because I was the full caretaker of this, my little one. And so I had to be a better me for a better him, to be the example. Being a teenage mom was something, right? I had been on my own since I was 14 and a half. And when I say on my own, I mean navigating through life with paying rent, going to school, things of that nature. Like, I literally was a full grown adult at 14, which of course navigated to the point where I had my son 17. Now it's me and him. What do I do in life? What do I do with him, right? So being the model and the example for him, I made sure that I gave him the best mother that I could do, healing through my own journey. I say this all the time. I gave birth to my son, but he gave life to me in his death. That's when I realized, wait a minute, not only is it destiny over drama, but I have to walk in my God-ordained purpose. It was that time I started singing. I started writing more books. I started writing movies. I started doing a whole lot of things that I was actually purposed and gifted to do. From then, I received numerous awards. And I just want to stop and say for a moment, again, about the destiny killers. They will put you in a position where you don't even believe in yourself. And so I realized that the God-given ability, talents that God had given me was something that I needed to start operating in. And with that being said, awards and films and recognitions and film fests and considerations for Grammy, all that stuff was just to say, hey, listen, you don't realize, and I'm showing you that there really is destiny over drama. I got on somebody else's platform and I was doing a podcast. And again, I heard in me, you are still not operating in your purpose. You need to come to the forefront. So just this year, 2025, I started my own radio network
only on a personal level with me, with my illness, because I have a thyroid condition. I don't have a thyroid. So the CMOS basically will do what the thyroid medicine does. So my doctor tell me he don't advise me to take it, of course, because the pharmacist works with the doctors, and so he wants me to take the pill so they can do their contract together. But I have clearly been off of the pill at several. Sometimes I'll take it though, but I have been off the pill for over a year and just taking my CMOS, go back in and act like I'm on a pill, and my numbers are okay. Now the downside of the pill is when I'm taking the pill, my numbers they go up and down. They can get my numbers in range and put me on a certain dosage of my thyroid medicine, and within 3 months it'll go up or down, and nothing. I haven't done nothing different.
Well, my name is Lakasha Long, and I am the CEO and founder of Lady Moss of the Sea, where we specialize in all natural, organic, 100% wild-crafted sea moss. And sea moss is a health supplement that grows on the bottom of the Caribbean Ocean. It has 92 minerals and nutrients that we need daily out of 102. It helps with all kinds of ailments such as high blood pressure, diabetes, asthma, congestion, mucus. There's so many I can't even just think of anymore off the top of my head, but so many. But how I got introduced to sea moss was through a thyroid condition. Back in 2019, August to be exact, August of 2019, I was in a car accident. And from that car accident, I had to be taken to the hospital. So they examined me and did all these different tests on me. I was fine from the car accident. However, they found that my thyroid was enlarged and abnormal. From there, I was scheduled to see a specialist about it. And once I seen the specialist, due to how large my thyroid was, it was imperative that I had it removed. My mother was murdered when I was 12, so I was raised by my grandparents. And I would always just like do things for them. Like I would, when we went to the grocery store, I would be the one ringing up the food. I would be the one doing everything. They allowed me to lead the way. So I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur at an early age, but I just didn't know what direction. I wanted to be on Star Search, so I did all kind of videos and tapings and sent those recordings in. I knew I was going to be my own boss sometime, and that was from an early age. And moving through life, I had 5 children that I birthed myself, and I have 2 bonus children. I lost my oldest son. He was murdered in 2012, and that kind of like took me down. I didn't want to move forward, but I had 6 other children that I needed to be there for. So they gave me the motivation to want to move. And then my husband, he's so supportive with everything, any idea that I come forward with, he draws to it, and he's always like, he's so inspirational. And I mean, I could come up with the most goofiest idea, and he's like, yeah, do it, babe. That'll work. And lo and behold, it'll come to fruition. It'll come to. So I would say that my support system has been wonderful. Even with my losses, I still have a large family, and just being able to have a family-owned business makes life easier, because being an entrepreneur is not easy.
They'll tell you that you're too much, too loud, too ambitious. But we are more than enough. We are a force, building each other up, breaking barriers, and creating our own path. Join us.
So every 3 months, I got to go back to the doctor, get a dose adjustment, because of now I'm off whack. And
what area do you live in?
I live in College Park.
Okay, so it's the earliest I go to Dr. Shallow for the Norcross. And they basically, for every single thing I want to have for my 5.6, And so it's like,
It's like you go out and they be like, don't put the, and you nice. I'm like, no,
Like,
I'm
oh,
not
that
gonna
one, that's the one they gonna post.
Right, you look and you like, really? That's what you did?
yeah, that ain't no friend for real.
And there wasn't.
And then he has a guy to take one. If he ain't got no
Damn,
girlfriend,
no.
he don't know how to hit the angles. Like,
Nah,
what
he
you
don't
doing?
cut you.
Hi, my name is April Polk from Douglas, Georgia. I currently reside in the Atlanta, Georgia area. My humble beginnings started in a small family, a small 3-bedroom home with 9 siblings. I'm the baby of 10. I went to the city, coming to the city to go to school and try to do something for myself. And so when I got there, I ended up finding love, but that love just didn't turn out right. I ended up surviving a domestic violence relationship where I was shot in the head and my sister and her husband was killed by my husband. That changed my life and the life of my families. I just focused on business. I always wanted to help people. I was that caregiver from the beginning. I had a disabled sister that we always helped my mom with. And so it was just natural for me. So when the Queenables hit, like I said, it's women that's formerly incarcerated. When I started focusing on that, I was determined to show the world what women go through because they don't speak on us enough. Soon as I got out, I had to battle a lot of things. I had to fight for custody of my children. The reentry process just wasn't easy as people think or make it seem. After being in court battles with my own family members, just so that I could get my children back, that told me the reason and my why I started and created the Queenables. Because we need support systems. We need to know what women actually go through so that we can make a change. I didn't let my incarceration, I didn't let my bout with domestic violence stop me. In fact, it actually fueled me. Those no's, those people telling me that they can't help me, that they can't support me, it was all fuel on the fire. And so that's what I needed. That's what I needed to keep going. So instead of me breaking down and saying, I give up, I'm not going to do it because I didn't have the support, no, I kept going. I turned that into purpose. I turned all of my pain into purpose. And so now I stand before you as the CEO of AP Rose Entertainment, the executive director of the Queenables reality TV show, and their counterpart, the Kingables reality TV show. I have a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. I'm currently taking paralegal studies. I've graduated from Morehouse College. I have so many things under my belt, the things that people said I couldn't do because of my past, but the past didn't define me. All it did was shape me and push me to be a better person. And that's what I'm doing every day, advocating for women, advocating for criminal justice reform, domestic violence, and mental health. And so here you have it. And I'm here to support and encourage and just help anybody along the way.
Put your head
Honey,
on.
I need you to get low.
Yes,
Tilt
cut
the
your
camera,
feet
tilt
off.
the camera.
What are you doing?
I was like,
I
what
remember I
am
thought
I
it was
doing?
cute. I told my dad to take a picture of me. He done put a filter on it.
They're 11 months apart.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You ain't waste no time, baby. Soon as
Shit,
that
that what that
movie
means.
is-
Man,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
that
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
What you got everybody in the room?
Within 11 months, it was healed.
My name is Barbara Boyd, CEO and founder of Victory Wellness Massage, where you experience the winning touch. I'm originally from Long Beach, California, and I grew up with an older brother raised by a single mom, a woman who fought hard in life and even harder for us. My mom, she struggled with her health most of my life, and she had a lot of surgeries. But even through her pain and her struggle, she still showed up and she still pushed through for us. She taught me something that became the core of who I am. She said, whatever you put your mind to, you can do it, and always give your best. In 2017, everything changed. My mom passed away, and I lost the person that was my very inspiration. In the middle of grief, trying to hold it together, and responsibilities, I packed up my kids and her dog, and we moved to Atlanta, Georgia. I didn't have a roadmap. I didn't even have family there. All I know was that I had my kids, my faith, and that we had to rebuild. Now, I'm a massage therapist, and I've been a massage therapist for more than 10 years now. But when I got to Atlanta, I had to start completely over. I had to rebuild a whole new clientele. My first massage job was in the break room of a gym. One table, no real space, no connections, no clients. Just hustle, belief, and a dream. My vision is to scale Victory Wellness Massage into a mobile wellness franchise with massage fans servicing the community across Atlanta and even the nation. I want to bring healing directly to the people who need it because wellness should come to you. The future of wellness is mobile, and Victory Wellness Massage is leading that movement. Now, I'm not just here to win a competition. I'm here to show my children and women like me that you can come from loss, grief, struggle, exhaustion, and still rise. You could create a whole new life. You could be everything that you were meant to be, especially if you put your mind to it.
Yeah. Well, you know, they call them ghetto twins too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you have like a year for it. She
11 months,
bougie
she barely
baby.
made
Are they
that.
identical or?
The day the doctor said you're good,
They're
she went
all
home and said, come on.
They're all red. They're both like Steve.
Listen, she couldn't wait to get up out of that hospital.
That was young.
Come on. Yes. I ain't mad at you, girl.
I know, right? So you got them out the way together.
See, them the
What would you
youngest.
do?
So
You're
my
gonna be out
oldest
the way
is
together.
22.
Yeah.
My daughter is 22. So I got 3 boys
I
and 1
got a
girl.
whole
My daughter, she's so
generation
good.
Oh, wow.
She's a boxer.
And mine's
rapper.
2 months apart.
She's like totally opposite of me.
Together, and
They're
they're
like,
all
that's your
3 years apart. So,
Oh,
Wow,
yeah, she's
it's
a little wild.
So,
It is so.
It's a 10-year gap with my youngest from my oldest.
yeah, yeah.
Well, my name is Byron Fitzpatrick. I am the owner of Snapix Photography out of Memphis, Tennessee. And we like to turn moments into memories. And so here is my story about how I got into entrepreneurship with Snapix Photography. Years ago, when my kids were being born, I have 3 kids, and as they were being born, one of the things that I desired or wanted for them is to be able to document their entire life from birth all the way through graduation. Because growing up as a kid, and I just did not see a lot of video. I saw some pictures of us as kids growing up, but not a whole lot. But I used to see these white families, they would have videos and they would have pictures. And I was like, man, they document their families and, you know, real good back then, you know, when I was growing up. But a lot of us did not have a lot of documentation. So I wanted to make sure I documented my kids from birth all the way through graduation. And I remember a friend of mine, her son was getting married. And so I took my camera to the wedding and I took pictures sitting from my seat. I wasn't the paid photographer, I was a guest, but I was taking pictures from my seat. And then even at the reception, I took some pictures as well. And with all the pictures I took, I put them on a CD or a DVD. You know, tell you how long ago this was, you know, put them on a DVD. And I put some music to them. And the singing artist Kim had recently come out, and I put one of his songs on there, and I gave it to this young man and his new wife as a gift, a picture collage along with the song. And when he saw it, and his wife and his mother and his father saw the video, they were actually moved to tears watching this video. And they said it was just so great. The pictures was great and everything. And they encouraged me that I should start charging. I was like, charging for what? Charging for taking pictures? I said, no, it's just a hobby. This is what I just like doing. It's just a hobby. But they really encouraged me that, hey, you're good at what you do. You should really think about turning this into a business and start charging people. So when I joined the Chamber of Commerce, that was like key to moving my business to the next level. But about a year into my membership with the Chamber, the pandemic hit. And when the pandemic hit, just like a lot of other small businesses, I suffered big time. As a matter of fact, I suffered a loss to where that particular year, 2020, was the lowest amount of money that I made since I was like 25 years old. And so I had invested so much into this business that I was determined that I wasn't going to let the pandemic kill it. And I was going to fight and fight and fight and continue to rebuild and rebuild and rebuild. And thankfully, I was able to keep a lot of my relationships with some of the businesses that I was working with. A lot of that business I lost because, pandemic just made them, they had to be creative in doing things differently, as a lot of people had to be creative in doing things differently during the pandemic. But I continue to fight with it and continue to stick with it. And it's been a long struggle, a long battle. And then I started to see some rebounding happening, some regrowth happening.
At Victory Wellness Massage, we bring relaxation, recovery, and rejuvenation right to you. At home, work, or your next event. Our licensed therapists provide quality care with compassion. Book your session today and experience the winning touch with Victory Wellness Massage.
So I am a little South Carolina girl from a very small city of Bloomingville, South Carolina, where the population was less than 3,000 people. I moved to Atlanta, Georgia, to attend college, Fashion Design College, Barter College to be exact. So many things have transpired in a great way for me to where I am today. So I am that little girl that dreamed, the little girl that danced, that little girl that sang, that little girl that twirled in my hair. I've always been a person that loved clothes. I've always been a person that loved fashion, hair, makeup, nails, everything feminine I've always loved. I decided to go to design school, as I indicated initially, and I didn't tell any of my family that I wanted to move to Atlanta, Georgia. I moved to Atlanta, Georgia back in 2000, again, to attend college, and things were phenomenal. I went to college. I then met my now husband of almost 26 years. We didn't have any children. We now have 2 children, Demir and Jaborian, and I also am a honeygram. So his name is Mason. I am his honey because that's what he calls me. He's 6 years old. And so God has truly been phenomenal to my family and I. So again, you just heard me say that I have a family. They always say that women can't come together, right? So I beg to differ. So again, going back to She Your Girl Bosses, I started that platform with 3,000 plus women that are currently on that platform. Again, we award women. They come together every February, the end of the last Saturday in every February, to be awarded for us to celebrate them. This is not just something to do for show, but we do it with intentions, right? We do it because it's all about sisterhood. It's all about putting someone else before you do yourself. And that's something that I've always prided myself on, because the thing should be collaboration over competition. We got to learn how to collaborate. And so I have always prided myself on that. Step outside those boxes, right? Step outside of those silos. So I am thankful and I am grateful that my children and their children get to see that I am currently building a legacy to leave them when God sees fit for me to ascend. And it's been a joy thus far. I've had some major hiccups. Where even I'll say that I was also the junior wardrobe stylist for the Parker's television show. They sent me, they were laying people off that was there. Luckily, I was not in that particular, group of settings. And so God, again, he sustained me. And so I am a person that will tell you, sis, if you're watching this, or brother, if you're watching this, to go forth and never let nothing stop you. Never give up. And so that's always been something that have kept me going, even through my trials and tribulations.
My story starts in Orrville, Alabama. It starts with a little girl. Starts with a little girl that had a big dream. She had a dream that she wanted to go somewhere. She wanted to go somewhere huge. And it was kind of destroyed. when someone came into her life and took that dream from her. Can you imagine someone taking your innocence? I remember playing on a basketball team with a team full of young, beautiful women, young, beautiful girls, and we was having fun. And I can remember leaving for 2 weeks and coming to Georgia, and those girls wondered where I went. Well, guess what? I went to Georgia to have an abortion. Nobody knew. Well, some people knew. Well, I was molested. I was molested by my stepfather. That was a heartbreaking moment for me. And to have to come back 2 weeks later, to have to hide that pain, to mentally have to hide that pain, physically hide that pain, and to still play. When you go through something, overcome it. Sometimes you have to go in the bathroom, in the closet, wipe that tear, and overcome. That's what I did. Yes, I'm proud of all the discipline that I put in to make this company a success. Me and my husband started Preferred Waste Solutions in 2023 with 1 truck. We saved and scrapped all the money that we can from working. I started working with Clayton County Police Department in 2014. He started working with GFL, and he saved, I saved. And we started Preferred Waste Solutions in 2023 with 1 Park-Hand truck, and we grew Preferred Waste Solutions to a 7-truck operation right now. Right now we have 10 employees, and right now we have over 4,000 customers. Right now we have 3 commercial contracts. So yes, we are very proud of how far we've come, and we're working on growing this operation more.
I'm Dr. Silvermoon Cashin, where innovative healthcare, empowered mindsets, and intelligent technology merge to elevate lives. I help families rise, entrepreneurs break limits, and communities heal. Transformation isn't a dream, it's a decision. I'm Dr. Silvermoon Cashin, and your breakthrough begins now.
Originally born in Flint, Michigan. After moving from there, I went to Joliet, Illinois till I was about 7, 8 years old, and then we moved back to Michigan. And then around the 9th grade, I actually came here to Fort Benning, Georgia with my aunt and uncle. My aunt Linda, who actually was the manager at Anthony's Pizza. I'm not sure if it's still there. And I went to high school at Spencer, graduated in class of 97. Left from here going to basic training in Fort Jackson, South Carolina. And then I went through various duty stations until I retired after 20 years. After completing one of my assignments as an equal opportunity advisor, around 2015 is when I wrote my first book, Pretty Little Soldier, which basically gave me the opportunity to detox from a number of things that I hadn't spoken to anybody about from incidents from when I was younger. One of the issues brought up in my second book, The Pink Sheep, which brought me here, childhood molestation. It's just one of the chapters in my book. It covers childhood molestation. It covers narcissistic parenting, toxic relationships, as well as being married to a person that had a few addictions. A lot of taboo topics that generally in our culture we don't talk about. The number one, which is childhood molestation. And after writing the first book, and especially the second book, I found that it's pretty much like a starting point or a pivoting point for people to have those difficult discussions that they weren't given the platform to talk about from family members. Because in our culture, a lot of times we're told to sweep things under the rug. What happens in this house stays in this house. And a lot of times we find ourselves, unfortunately, sitting across the table from the person that probably assaulted us in any type of way. But what brings me here is my passion has always been helping people. And I'm finding my footing in the civilian sector of exactly what that means for me. In the military, like I said, being an equal opportunity advisor or a SHARP coordinator, I gave people the advice on how they can defend themselves, help themselves, what services they could go to, and who they could reach out to.
The reason that I even became an entrepreneur is because my mother had a massive heart attack when I was 14, and I grew up in poverty, and I had to go to work, or we were going to lose our home. It was at that moment that I realized that when you trade your time for money, there's only so much money you can make because there's only so much time you can work or that they will allow you to work. And I decided at that point that I didn't want to live like that. And the family that I wanted to create in the future, I did not want them to live like that. So I started my first business when I was 22. It's called Silver Moons Towing. And I'm super excited and proud about it. I'm here. Like this is the path that needs to be. And I'm excited, and I'm just super proud because I'm breaking generational curses from my family. And I'm so thankful and blessed and humbled that my father gave me the wisdom and the knowledge to be able to get this far in my life. And, skill set comes with learning and growing, but it starts at home. So my children already have a head start and they don't have to work as hard as I did. Anyway, I'm super excited about that. My children don't have to work as hard as I did. They still need to work. They still need to grow, but they don't have to work as hard and they don't have to figure it out because the blueprint has already been put in front of them. But I do believe that it comes from foundational, and my father gave me that foundation to be able to grow. And then I've had a lot of mentors in my life that have seen that I wanted to grow, that have helped me come along. So at the end of the day, I'm here for the journey, and I'm excited to be here, and I'm excited to have this opportunity, and I'm excited to grow. I've learned a lot. I have a PhD in business and healthcare. I enjoy helping people. It took me 13 years to get my PhD, and it was very, very intense, especially, raising children. I have 6 children. I have 3 biological children and 3 adopted children, which has been a challenge in itself. And when I say a challenge, I mean a good challenge, but learning to adapt to people's different personalities and being able to help them overcome the intensities of the situations that unfortunately they were put in, that, put them in the situation that they needed to be adopted to begin with.
My journey starts in Charleston, South Carolina, where I was born. From there, at age 7, we ended up moving and relocating to a place called Utahville, South Carolina, where I basically grew up at. This place was definitely a rural town, definitely rural compared to Charleston. It's more like city-like. So there was a little bit of adjustment, at a young age where I had to adjust and adapt to, a new environment. Everyone that was living there, they were from there. They had grandparents that grew up there. So I was somewhat, I wouldn't call myself an outcast, but I definitely stood out. And I had to find ways to connect with the people there and also, be able to express myself as a child. So I leaned on to dancing. which I started at age 6. So in 2008 is where I started to do music. And simultaneously, when I started to do music, I ended up starting my first business, which was a marketing and branding business, where I was helping business owners, start their brands, create their websites, make their branding materials for them. And at the same time, like I said, I was doing music. I always did music as a child, but I never took it serious. So by this time I was taking it serious, and I had to get a couple, various random jobs, part-time jobs, just to kind of make ends meet. My inspiration, I would say, is my desire to create legacy and generational wealth. Growing up, in a rural area, with a lot of people like to call the hood, and, being around a lot of people that look like me, I don't see a lot of people thriving and having a lot of opportunities, and even the mindset of knowing what they're capable of. So for me, I took that and I transmuted that into my motivation, to create legacy, to have generational wealth, to know what it looks like, to have real wealth, not just to be rich and not just to have money, because that comes with hustling, but it's short term. So, a lot of my life, I had to go through a lot of these situations like homelessness and, learning entrepreneurship through my parents and, adapting by moving different places as a child. And that really built who I was. It built my mindset. It built my fortitude, give me thick skin. So I'm grateful. It was hard, obviously, but I think it's important not only for entrepreneurs, but for people in general to understand how important it is to just keep moving forward and to always keep your faith strong, So that's what I've learned on my journey, and that's basically my journey in a nutshell. Obviously, there's a lot of more dramatic, different situations in there, growing up, and from music to dancing to businesses and having employees, all of these things of that nature. So
yeah, we the real work in the dark, let the results reveal. If you want the crown, better pay.
Nice.
Whoop, 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 whoop. I'm in the house. I'm in the house. The real entrepreneur right here, baby. Right here.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the big house.
I'm too tall.
Is there another room calling LaKasha?
Where's the idea? Where's
That's some fun.
Where's the other room?
You getting rated. You getting rated.
I'm gonna leave the wrong party
Say
here.
what now?
Hey. Our bathroom.
You got 20 minutes.
Gonna take over.
You got 20 minutes to get dressed and
Listen.
Yeah. Oh, baby, my bad.
He said, where's the
You got 20 minutes to get dressed and
You got we're taking over.
You know, it only take men 20 minutes to get dressed. We need to hold it.
What? Right. Jump bar. You got a whole bathroom? Yeah. You got to
You see Brian bathroom back there? No, we're gonna put two married women in there together.
Do y'all want that?
Yeah. Dr. IBL. Welcome. Yeah. Oh, I know that heat is pumping in here. I know that.
Okay.
Oh, it feels good. Yeah, I like this. She said she liked it. Yes. I like the heat. Thank you.
Is this the married women's room?
Y'all see this? It says you are special.
Yay. Thank you for the gift.
This
Thank
could be
you.
me.
Thank you.
And then we got right here.
Thank you for our gift.
Thank you.
And
Yes.
we have a gift
Yes.
card. Yes, yes. It seems that one and caring comes
We got us a little
naturally to you.
layout
There's
lounge
kindness
on.
that's genuine in everything that you do. Thank you. Thanks for being wonderful. Thanks for being you. Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate it. That's sweet.
Oh, yes. It's a shower and a toilet. Sure. Wow. And it's got old lady, and that's what I use. I didn't even have to bring it. Okay, well, who will bring it?
Oh, snap. Look at here. Who's my roommate?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's not fair. Like, yes. Y'all don't even need that.
Whenever I need to take a break, I can say go out.
Yeah, I need to go on.
All I'm gonna say is, in the middle of the night, y'all ain't walking through my room trying to get snacks. All right, I'm closing it up. You have to pay a fee.
Man, what's up? How does this happen? How in the world did this happen? I'm blown away. Real entrepreneur, outdid yourself. Hey, I'm ready. It's game on.
I've made goodie bags with my own merchandise. I made e-pins, lanyards,
We can't do that.
my own ones,
One and talk. We'll call it.
and keycaps. I also have t-shirts and jackets.
Thank you, man.
Oh, I got a tree.
It's right here.
Oh, okay. This from you? Okay, thank you.
What do you do when pain becomes your past, but purpose becomes your future? That's the Pink Sheep.
What are we doing?
Because I remember your conversation in the I was paying attention over there in the bar talking about your kids. I said my daughter. We were opposite.
The apple doesn't fall apart.
So I was your milk card. This is deep. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's not guilty. Golly, you judging me on that. What kind of is this? Wait. What kind is it? Whoa. No, I thought you was going there. That's why I was I just said we're totally opposite. I didn't hear that part. No, I didn't get that part. I don't know. Game time, boy, don't play with me. Game time, boy, don't play with me. Open up your third eye, boy, 3D. King Kong, nigga, nothing on me. Get into the trap, boy, get so steep. Running through the crowd,
don't know if that's a
Boys acting bad. They really get slayed. Put your picture in the frame. It ain't never been a game. But you better know a game time. Boy, don't play with me. Game time.
That was a sneaky situation.
Yeah, she said I snuck out with my mom.
I mean, I'm sorry. So the judge
Game time.
You gonna base my charge now on the last charge? Oh, this is a mistrial.
She don't went from 9 guilty. She came. She said not guilty first.
You played that real good. Oh my God. You really trying to get your own thing. You trying to get me. I did not, but what you was basing off of, you can't do that. That was an old case. You can't bring my old case into my charge.
That's right.
She was a change
world. She can't have been your previous. Yes,
that had nothing to do with this case, though.
Have nothing, but they look at your record. Being taken into consideration.
But she still had the last case in this trial. She said I left out with my mama.
Yeah, she really did.
So
you can take control of these defendants.
Welcome to the judgment zone.
Contestants, you guys were dropped into a Telegram group. And in that Telegram group, you were supposed to pay attention to everything. While all of you started out good, only one of you succeeded. Julia, you was right on track, and I thought you had it. However, the person who receives bank for completing all of the tasks, Barbara, please step forward. Out of your challenges, you completed 13. Julia, you completed 9. You are the one who received bank in this first special challenge. Congratulations. Remember, the next challenge, pay attention to the details. And remember, coming together is the beginning, sticking together is progress, but working together is success. Good luck on your next challenge.
Can you handle the distance? No cap, no mercy. We don't grade on intentions. Bring results to the table. Yeah, get respect in the mansion. Judgment zone. Pressure made a true show. One pitch. Either win, you go. If you want that crown, better move like you know. This the real entrepreneur. Welcome to the show. No handouts, no favors, just focus and grit. If you came for a moment, you gon' miss the whole shit. I'm talking legacy talk, I'm talking build it from scratch. When the judges start scoring, better come with a match. Hard in the hustle, mind on the mission. Pressure turn cold. Yeah. You want the story? Cool, we do it the right way. Welcome to his recap zone. Recap zone.
Hey, beautiful people.
You already know who it is. It's your girl, Consuelo Nicole, and I am here with my co-host of the Recap Zone, none other than my brother,
Dr. Roy L. Johnson Jr., also known as the Lunchologist.
And we have officially wrapped day one. So I know y'all trying to figure out who we got here and why are we here in the Recap Zone. So
yes.
First of all, Miss Barbara Boyd, you have officially won the first challenge of season 4 of The Real Entrepreneur. What was it like and how do you feel?
Ooh, I feel good. I mean, it was definitely a surprise. So I feel really good. I feel great. I feel humble.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It got me started. I'm like, okay, I got this. And then I'm like, okay, stay humble. Stay balanced. Don't get too excited.
Don't get too excited.
Right.
So before you do that, I got a question. You was on season 2. You won that first infamous challenge too.
Yes.
You did.
Yes.
That's how I remember.
Yeah. So my question for both of you guys, right, was one of the first things that you were told was everything matters.
Yep.
What piece of vital information helped you formulate your strategy for this challenge?
Staying aware of everything, since everything did matter. It just made me overthink and overanalyze everything. And I'm like, okay, I gotta look at this, do this, but it caught me by surprise because I wasn't sure what it was or where it was coming from. And I kind of had to take a step back a little bit because I was overthinking, making myself go crazy. Doing too much. Yeah.
That overthinking. One thing I know about overthinking is overthinking can truly stagnate your growth.
Yeah, I'll just slow you down.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, day one is, again, like we said, it's officially in the books. Now, as the first challenge winner or the first challenge crown is on your head, what strategy to make sure you stay ahead of the game going forward?
Of course, just continuing to just be myself. Going in there with just faith and not fear, because I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm just trusting God that He's gonna just keep me going and lead me and guide me. Of course, just making sure I'm listening and really paying attention to every single detail.
Okay.
Listen
keenly. You said taking notes. So then I have a question before we let you go, right?
Okay.
Now that you done got through day one and you done got a feel and you done met everybody else, who do you feel is your? I am. We are in the recap zone. Who do you feel is going to give you your biggest challenge for season 4?
Well, and then I'm gonna take a step forward. I just said stop it.
But you had another question.
But I had another question. I just couldn't resist.
Okay.
Now we said who's gonna give you the run for your money, but then. Who you're not going to even waste your breath on?
Oh, come on, bring it on. Come on.
See, y'all, I'm not messy. That's not me.
Welcome to the recap zone, baby.
Well, we can't assume we have to ask these things.
I know. I expected these questions to come because we bonded. Like, this is such an amazing group, and everybody's bonded.
Fluff.
And it's great.
Yeah, fluff.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna keep a little real. I'm gonna get a little real. So there are such amazing people here, right?
Okay.
And everybody comes from all different walks of life. We got doctors. We got we got some really great, intelligent people. I will say the guys are tough. Those are some strong guys.
Okay.
And then some of the ladies, they real. All of the ladies are real.
So you telling me you're not gonna give us no names right now?
Well, and you know, the statement kind of seems a little contradictory. She says all, and then she says some.
Oh, so let me get, you're not gonna tell us who your biggest challenge is?
Okay.
Or who you think is not gonna give you the run for your money?
All right, let me think about this because I want to say this because this is a valid response.
Uh-huh.
Last night, Julia, she was head to head with me.
Okay.
So, and she's a smart girl.
Okay.
So Julia may be a
Watch
She,
out.
she, I might have to watch her.
All right.
Okay, y'all heard it.
here. So make sure you tune in. Again, congratulations on winning the first bank sponsored by Visa right here on season 4 of The Real Entrepreneur. And we'll see you tomorrow. Stay tuned, guys.
So many business owners still run it with emails, spreadsheets, group chats. That's why we started using Connecting. Everything's automated, customized. It's too simple.
And it works?
Oh, like you wouldn't believe it. My team puts in their availability, I click auto schedule, and boom, there it goes. No more Excel, no more phone calls, no more group chats. Oh, perfect schedule like that.
Damn, so all you gotta do is post it.
Yeah, my team loves that it's just one app, so they see their shifts, they can approve it, and I know it's covered.
But wait, what if there's like a last minute change? I mean, that's the afternoon gone, right?
So in that case, I just blast a shift for my team to claim. Everyone sees it, and I just assign the first one to pick it up. It literally takes 2 minutes. I'm telling you, it's all in the app. So they clock in. I can see who's working, who's late in real time, and their hours go straight to their timesheets, so I don't have to do anything.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm embarrassed to say, I used to spend 3 days prepping timesheets for payroll. Now it takes, what, half a day tops?
Nah, I gotta check this out.
You should.